Hello and welcome to another episode of C21's podcast, Property Done Properly. Today, I'm pleased to say we have Lucia, who works out of our London Central office in Victoria. Hi, Lucia. Thanks very much for joining me today. How are you?
Hi, Andrea. I'm very well. Thank you for invitation. I'm happy to be here.
No problem. It's great to see you again. Just give us a little bit of brief breakdown of who you are and what you do in your current role.
Of course. So my name is Lucia Turok, and I work for basically in real estate for almost 5 years. I went through all the roles. So I started as a office coordinator. I went through the property management team. I was doing business development. And also I do on the side, I work as an agent. So I'm selling properties and renting. So basically a little bit of everything.
Excellent. So, what made you get into the property industry?
So that's a good question, actually. I met my current director, Peggy Sue, in Soho House probably like 7, 8 years ago. And we had a nice chat. She gave me her business card, and I was thinking like, oh, lovely lady, very enthusiastic. She looks like a great coach. But when I did the research, I was thinking like, is it real estate business for me? I wasn't sure. And then currently I was working that time as a full-time, and I was thinking like, do I want to move from full-time job to self-employed model? And then I was going through the process of buying a property. So I'll say like, let's stay in my full position and we will see later, basically. And it happens actually. So I bought my flat. I went through the whole process of buying a leasehold and so on. I went through the solicitor. And because I finished law university in Slovakia, so I have a master's of law, I went through the whole process. And then I saw one show on Netflix, which called Selling Sunset, probably everyone knows.
Yeah.
And I was thinking like, okay, why don't you try real estate? And I give Peggy a call. I sent an email. She invited me for interview, and then I'm here.
So it's always interesting to know what you were doing before you got into the property industry.
Yes, so basically I finished law university in Slovakia, and then I worked through different industries in hospitality, and I worked in five-star hotel as a head receptionist in Shangri-La Hotel de Chart, which was, it is most iconic building in London, and there are beautiful penthouses as well. So that was kind of step as well. So I met a lot of people there, make a lot of great clients. So
Fantastic. What's your typical day? What does it look like for you? So when you come in the morning, what do you do?
So I would say every day is a little bit different, but most of the time, of course, I'm starting morning with all the phone calls. I deal with all the emails, even if any applicants, clients, or even agents need any help. Then also I check all the properties. So before they are going on the market, I of course check all anti-money laundering documents. And then I'm making sure that everything is correct on the portals as well. I look after social media and advertising. And of course, we have a Chloe at
Yeah.
Century 21, who is the best at the moment. So we collaborate really well. And then I just try to deal with sales progression, which I'm helping all the agents. So I prepare memorandum of sales, or I call solicitors. And I mean, after all that, you come to lunch, right? Then I try to take some time for my lunch to basically just walk around the office and then just check all around social media and to get some, like impressions and what's going on. And then in the afternoon, most of the time, I do still the same thing, or I book a viewings if there are any, and also allowed to do home staging. So I do home staging for not only for my properties, but for my colleagues' properties as well. So it's a really good thing to do home staging to let properties very quickly.
Definitely. What do you think is the most difficult part of your day? What's the bit you don't like doing?
I mean, what I don't like to do.
Yeah.
I mean, you need to plan everything in real estate, right? So to be honest, if you want to become an agent or part of my job, especially, you need to have a plan, you need to have a marketing plan, and you need to know what is important to do and what will be nice to do on the day. So I would say, if you work as an agent, then probably you look at the financial aspect. When you are self-employed, on self-employed model, then you look on all the advertisements, marketing costs, and you get the basically money when you get the commission from sales or lettings, which if you're full-time, you get a salary and then you get the commission on the top. So that's actually a good thing. I think what's most important, you need to have knowledge about the market. So on daily basis, it is good if you can read something. So either about the law or about the current situation, what's going on with the properties, mortgages. And then most difficult will be probably you need to be available for your clients or applicants 24/7 if you want to succeed. Not only at the beginning, but I would say all the time, because you have many clients or applicants who are overseas, and then of course there is a different time zone. So I would say, especially for myself, if I have a YouTube channel and I do property tours, a lot of people come to me through social media, and this is easier part, but the harder part is to be with them 24/7 when they need you and they need help.
It's always tricky in a customer service based role, isn't it, to try and keep in touch with everybody. And yeah. So what do you like best? What do you like best about your job?
The best is that actually you meet a lot of people from different backgrounds. I can do networking, you go for dinners or any events. So that's probably the best part. And it is like, I would say, you will create the best and unforgettable experience for your clients when you give them keys from their home, either if they are renting or if they are buying. So I think that's the best.
It's very satisfying, isn't it? It's a good part of the job when they come and collect keys and stuff. So you mentioned your YouTube channel. We've seen several of your videos. You're obviously very natural at doing that sort of thing, aren't you?
I do, because since I was very little, I was basically playing on piano. So I finished a kind of music school inside of my normal school, and also I was playing in theater. So I was doing always live shows. So it was quite natural for me to do that. It is quite challenging when you film on the street and then people look at you who you are, but upon the time you get used to it.
So what's your favorite tune to play on the piano?
Favorite tunes? I mean, I can play anything. I haven't played for a couple of years right now, but yeah, I still remember something.
So you're obviously being based in London. London plays quite a key part to the property market within the UK. What do
Yes.
you see the market doing in the next sort of 6 to 12 months or so?
Well, the current market, we know, of course, what's going on with the mortgages, and it is likely that house prices will continue to fall in the coming months, but the extent of the decline is uncertain. So at the moment, we can see on the market that a lot of properties are coming on the market due to high mortgages. A lot of sellers wants to sell, even if the property market and prices are going a little bit down. However, we don't have enough properties to let. So maybe if one of our landlords are watching this podcast or YouTube video, then for sure get in touch with Century 21 because we are the best. And yeah, I mean, we really need properties because we have so many applicants who are waiting to rent, and then some cash buyers who are looking to buy. Of course, cash buyers negotiate the prices. So that's, the thing. However, hopefully we will see that prices will go up in next few years, but I wouldn't say probably in another 2-3 years.
Yeah.
I think it's repeating the exact situation which was in 1970s or 1980s. There was some oil cries, and then the property market in the UK went a little bit down. They start to build a lot of social housing. So I think it's kindly probably repeating the same thing now.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're probably right. I think there's always people that need to sell and people always need to buy in a market like this. And it's about finding those people. And the more contacts you've got, like you have, the better. Obviously, you've been doing the job for a while. So coming on to just the Century 21 brand, obviously coming from Slovakia, What does the brand mean out there? And then what does the brand mean in the UK to you? And obviously you're seeing people moving over and being in touch from different countries. What do you think the brand means to those people?
So basically, Century 21 is one of the largest residential agency organizations in the world. When you become a part of Century 21, you will be globally recognized and respected as a Century 21 associate or realtor wherever you go, right? So it doesn't matter if I'm in Slovakia, in the UK, or I will go to, I don't know, Canada. You are recognized everywhere, and you can offer a global exposure, large database of the clients, and also you can meet a lot of agents and collaborate with them. So I always say to everyone, if let's say you are from Slovakia, the best is to contact a local agent who will be in touch with the agent in London, and then we can collaborate because each of us know about their local area and local market.
Brilliant, excellent. So a good tricky question to end on based on all your experience in the market and in the industry. If you could change one thing for the better within the industry, what would you change?
Good question, a little bit tricky, but if I can compare different countries than the UK, so definitely will be speed up sales progression.
Yeah.
I think in the UK is quite opposite that in other countries, and I believe the selling process should be much quicker. And for example, in Slovakia, you do your research before buying a property, and then you put offer based on that. And once you sign the contract, you can't pull out, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you will lose probably like 50% of the commission of the deposit, which here in the UK, you can, even if you do exchange or even before you get the keys on the competition, you can change your mind, which I find sometimes like once you make the decision to buy it and you pay deposit, why would you pull out? You know, I
Yeah.
think that's the most challenging thing.
Excellent. I think there's certainly, if you look at the way the Scottish market works, that's certainly progressed forward more than our market. So I think that's a truly, truly valid point. Lucia, thank you very much for joining me today. It's been excellent to meet you again. Obviously, you're based in the Victoria office, part of the London Central network. So you are now an award-winning office. You won one of our Centurion Awards at our recent event. So congratulations to you and Peggy and Andrea and the rest of the team there. Thank you very much indeed. And I look very much forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you for invitation. Have a nice day.
You
Bye.
too. Take care. Bye.